The night sky twinkled with stars as tiny golden lights danced through the forest. Fireflies flickered among the leaves, their soft glow painting patterns in the darkness. Among them was Blinky, a curious little firefly with something very special, a tiny, glowing clock on his back. Blinky had always wondered about the strange clock. He didn't know where it came from, but something told him it was more than just decoration. What if it does something amazing? Blinky whispered to himself, hovering over a small puddle, staring at his glowing reflection. Blinky poked the tiny buttons on the clock, twisting the small dials. Nothing happened. Maybe if I press this. Whoosh! Suddenly, a swirling blue vortex appeared in front of him. The air crackled with energy. Before Blinky could react, the vortex pulled him in. Whoa! What's happening? He shouted as he spun through a tunnel of glowing lights. Then, bam! He landed with a soft thud on a giant leaf. Blinky rubbed his tiny head and looked around. The forest was different. The trees were huge, their roots twisting like giant snakes. The air smelled damp, and strange buzzing sounds filled the sky. He flapped his wings nervously. Where am I? Suddenly, a shadow passed overhead. Blinky looked up and gasped. A dragonfly the size of a bird zoomed past him. Its wings hummed loudly, and its giant eyes gleamed in the dim light. Blinky gulped. Okay, that's definitely not normal. Before he could process what was happening, a deep voice called out. Who are you, little glowworm? Blinky turned to see a group of ancient fireflies, bigger and slower than any he'd ever seen. I'm Blinky, and I think I just accidentally traveled to your time. The ancient fireflies exchanged worried glances. Then you must leave quickly. It's not safe here. Before Blinky could ask why, a deep, earth-shaking ribbit filled the air. Blinky turned and saw a giant frog crawling out from the shadows. Its wide mouth curved into a hungry grin, and its eyes glowed in the darkness. It's the mega frog, an ancient firefly whispered in fear. It eats anything that glows. The frog's massive tongue snapped out, narrowly missing Blinky. Yikes! Blinky zigzagged through the air, his tiny wings flapping as fast as they could. The other fireflies tried to hide, but the mega frog was fast. Blinky took a deep breath. He had to think fast. Then he had an idea. Blinky tapped his glowing clock and twisted the dials. His tiny body flashed in a strange, confusing pattern, flickering faster than normal fireflies. The mega frog's eyes wobbled as it tried to follow the confusing lights. It blinked, then blinked again, and then, thud! The giant frog fell over, dizzy. The ancient fireflies cheered as the mega frog groaned and hopped away, defeated. That was amazing, one firefly said. How did you do that? Blinky grinned. Just a little time travel trick. Suddenly, his clock started glowing again. A familiar blue vortex appeared. Back to the present. Looks like it's time for me to go, Blinky said, waving goodbye. The fireflies waved back as the vortex pulled him in. Whoosh! Blinky spun through time again, landing with a soft thud back in his own forest. The trees, the sounds, the glowing fireflies, it was all normal again. Blinky sighed in relief. I'm back. As he hovered in the air, he looked at his glowing clock. Looks like I have a lot more to learn about time travel and a lot more adventures to go on. He zipped through the night, leaving behind a glowing trail, ready for his next big adventure.